We actually added a few more assistant coaches to the staff, and the first thing we addressed was we have to be a little more creative in our training so that people will survive this winter, because it was evident with the 10 feet of snow outside that we were going to be in for a while, even into the spring. So, and being trapped indoors can cause a lot of injury problems. So the assistants did a great job of trying to keep them off the track, more so than in the past, and just coming up with new ways, body circuits, more weightlifting, things that aren't as much impact on the body as running around the track. And for the most part it's worked. We're anxiously waiting to get outside, although Saturday's predicted more snow, so who knows.
The one thing we've always been strong on is conditioning and training. This team has always done a great job in being able to get out and really, be fast around the track and get a lot of work in so that we're ready for the races. I think that the technique-wise has always been an area of improvement. I think that what we're seeing a lot with the coaches, Coach Sam, who's doing the jumping training, as well as doing a lot of the technique training, is doing a lot with block starts to really help out a lot, in that area, just so we can get half a second or a quarter of a second. Coach Amber is doing a lot with sprinting form and just how you actually meld your body along the track to get the most out of it, instead of just, again, us running 300s or 200s all day long. Coach Julie is the throws coach. She's doing, again, all of that work around discus, shot, and she's even bringing in hammer this year. We really haven't had any hammer throwers in a long time. We're looking to break that record by bringing in, some new strength in there and some obviously new technique. And Coach Pat is doing the pole vault. We have a pole vault coach for once this year, which is fantastic. And Paris, who just broke the school record in the last meet, and myself, I did break the school record. That's purely out of having a coach so early on in the season help you out. I mean, it took us until I think the third meet last year to actually do that, and you're already seeing it in the first meet because of the extra strength we're getting.
Being inside, you're working out constantly together. You're not so far away on the different parts of the track, so it's really brought the team together. And now we have all these amazing coaches that are specifically for our events. So for me, having a throwing coach has benefited me phenomenally. I can't even begin to explain it, but it's really great because it also helps cater to our specific events, because we meet at certain times that are more convenient to us, where we can actually put in all of the work that is really demanded of us, and we can work around the weight room schedule. And it's really great because the sprinters and the throwers and the distance all get to come together at those times and actually work out together rather than just specifically in your events. So I think actually working out indoor has benefited us a lot more than outdoor has, just from what I've experienced.
In just the short amount of time that they've been on staff, the individual athletes have grown a lot more than in the past, because they've been able to really break down the groups and focus on the individuals more so than when there was just one or two coaches kind of working with everyone. And they were really able to get into the nuts and bolts of the different events and help them kind of understand the events more and clean up technique and work on just the little things that a lot of times are the reason you PR or don't.
Every individual knows what it is that they need to do on the track. The thing that we've done this year, as well as other years, is taking that together collaboratively. Everybody sit down in a room and say, well, if this is your individual goal, how does this get us as a team actually at NewMax? A great goal for us at NewMax would be to see 5th or 4th place. It's an aspiration that is hard to wrap your mind around, because we're a building team, and it's hard to say, we're gunning for 5th or 4th place, but in honesty, it's momentum that's going to build us over the years, right? Doing this jump is going to enable us to, 2018 see 2nd or 1st. And it's those kind of things that I think the team rallied up and thinking about, how can we articulate ourselves and commit to exactly what we need to do for our individual goals, so that team-wise we can come together.
We want to break as many school records as possible. We want to see our name on the record boards. We want to be recognized as a great track and field team, because we definitely have the means to do it. It's just about getting there. So we do hope, pray, that at least 3 or 4 of our athletes go to nationals, which will be phenomenal for us. But we're all pushing to go through with regionals and ECACs. A lot of us have come to the team with those expectations and planning to exceed our limits, especially for me. I know senior year I would definitely want to get as far as possible, so we're all trying to push forward, and we all are encouraging each other to do so.
We've been working with the athletes on their personal goals. A lot of them are related to personal bests or qualifying into regionals or ECACs. As a team, our goal is to move up a spot this year in the NUMAC rankings. And we have a long-term goal that you'll have to wait and see, but we do have it on paper of where we're looking to be in 3 years from now. But it starts with the first step, and that is moving up at least 1 spot this year in NUMACs. And then we have other goals. Coaches have goals. I have a few people in the middle distance group that it's my goal to get them to the last race, which is nationals. And then there's a few other NUMAC championship goals we're hoping for individuals, but as a team we're just looking to start moving up the ranks.